Hello, 6th grade percussion. This is our first video lesson of this 4-week period, and it's already weird because you're not in the room with me, obviously, and I'm going to be teaching basically to a computer until you actually watch the video. So a couple of things. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be weird, okay? I'm going to try to make it not so awkward, but there's going to be awkward points because, like I said, there's no one in the room with me right now. So basically what we have here on the board, we have the agenda and what we're going to be doing each lesson. So as you can see, we're going to start with chart 11, line 1. It's a line that we've already done before, but it's good for review. And as the lessons go by, we're going to keep, going to line 2, line 3, line 4, etc., etc., etc. And then every Friday, we're going to make sure that we combine all the lines that we worked on for the week. So by this Friday, we're going to play through all line 1, 2, 3, and 4 in succession. So after that, we're going to do some single stroke roll. Again, a rudiment that you've done before and you've done in front of me, in front of everyone here. But again, good review, and then we're going to branch out each lesson. And then number 86 in the book, and that's where we left off, as you can see, last time that we played pad together as a group. And we're going to go through that. I'm going to try to break it down as much as possible. And I guess if you have any questions, you can always email me, and then I'll try to help you. Or maybe there's like a little reply section in the Google Classroom that you can put questions in there, and then I'll help you as best as I can, okay? All right, so also, another thing. For these video lessons, I'm going to try to keep them as short as possible, to the point. So if there's any time where I'm going too fast for you, the beauty of this is you can just pause it and be like, Mr. Wilson, slow down. You're going way too fast, okay? You can pause it, you can get stuff ready, and prepare, and then unpause it. Another good thing is if we go through, let's say, rhythm chart 11, line 1, and I'm done with that in the lesson, but you're like, okay, I was nowhere close to be where I need to be, okay? You were playing it correctly, but I was off. You can always rewind it. Again, the beauty of these online lessons, you can rewind it, you can rep everything as much as possible until you get it, and once you get it, you can move on, okay? So, like I said, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If you need to pause it, go ahead. If you need to rewind, go ahead. That's perfectly fine. But today, as you can see, we are going to focus on the drum pad today. So get your drum pad out and get chart 11, line 1 out. And I'm going to do the same here. All right, you should already have the counts in there because we did this in class, but a good review here. So what I have up here, I have the two measures, the first two measures, because those first two measures just basically repeat for measures 3 and 4. So that's why I have the repeat sign up there, okay? So it's a total of 4 measures. So you start from the beginning, go all the way to the end, back to the beginning, all the way to the end, and you're good to go, okay? So, like I said, you have the counts already in there, but I'm going to put them up here. So, you already know that each note you're going to have a big number letter, or number, or an and, or whenever we get to the 16th notes, you have the 1 E and a 2 E and a, etc. All of them are going to be big. You start over here, you have big 1, big and, big 2, big and, etc., 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 etc. And then you get over here, you have the 1 E and 2 E and etc., etc., etc. Cool. Whoops, not 3, 3, 4. All right, cool. So what we're going to do now, we're going to count that rhythm. And here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, so if you need to do that again, rewind it, okay? So make sure that your vocals are lining up with me and that we are saying it together and not scattered, okay? Now we're going to play it on the pad, okay? Make sure you're alternating everything, using good technique, right? And you can use me as a reference because I'm going to be playing with you, okay? Here we go. We're going to play all of line 1, okay? Here's your beat. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's line 1, okay? Like I said, if you need to rewind that and do it again, I actually encourage that because more practice, the better, okay? So rewind that and play with me one more time and make sure that your hits, your actual strikes of the drum pad are lining up with me, okay? Cool. Moving on. Let's move on to the single stroke roll. Again, rudiment that we've been working on in the past. I just want you to kind of like hack your way through it, okay? This is the time, because you're alone with these lessons here, to really work on your tempo, your speed at the end of the rudiment, okay? Whenever I have you in here with everyone, I encourage you to, you have your top speed, take it a notch below, okay? So that you can execute it, you know, the right way. So I encourage you with good technique, right? You're not just banging the crap out of the pad, right? With good technique, try to get as fast as you can with the single stroke roll. Again, right, left, right, left, right, left. You're just continuing that, okay? In fact, here, let me put it on the board so that we have it on the board, okay? So you're working on that speed, but if you noticed, when I was playing it, there you go, right, left, right, left. If you notice, when I was playing it, all stick heights remained the same. Check it out. So at the end, you kind of noticed how my right was a little bit up. Try to keep it all the same stick height. And like I said, as you get faster, we do not want to tense up. We want to stay relaxed, you know, getting that nice, you know, that nice sound, okay? So work on your speed a little bit, and then once you're done with that, like I said, you can pause it at any time and work on your speed, because now I'm going to show you a demonstration of the slow, fast, slow, okay? Here we go. Notice how I did not change dynamics, okay? My approach, hitting the pad, stayed the same. The only thing that changed was the actual tempo, the actual speed of the single stroke roll, okay? Now, with that in mind, we're going to move on to the book work, okay? Like I said, pause it at any time and you can just work on single stroke rolls, or if you still want to work on the rhythm chart 11, line 1, you can go back. I encourage that, okay? Because we want to try to, you know, perfect practice makes perfect, okay? So remember that. Okay, get your book out. Number 86. We're going to stay on the drum pad, okay? All right, so an interesting thing about number 86, and you probably already saw it, measures 3 and 4. It says improvise, okay? Improvise basically means, you know, you take 2 measures and you make your own rhythm on the fly, okay? So the first couple of measures we're going to focus on for now, okay, to make sure that we're playing that correctly, okay, the first 2 measures, and then we'll branch into the improvise section for measures 3 and 4, okay, cool? So, first 2 measures, here we are. What I want you to do is to count it, okay? count it with the pulses, and I'm going to count with you here, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and 4. Now bop it, okay? Twist it, pull it. That was for you, Lauren Hinch. All right, here we go. So, first two measures were bopping. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, bop it. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and 4. All right. Like I said, you can rewind it if you need to, but we're moving on to actually playing it, okay? So, just play the first measure, okay? Give me the first measure and the first downbeat of the second measure, so it will sound like this, okay? That's all I want you to play, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 1. All right, just give me the second measure, okay? How we're going to stick this is right, left, left, right. So we're going to end with that right hand, okay? Let me put it on the board here. I'm going to erase the single stroke roll. There goes my sticks. Oh no. So that's your measure, right? Measure 2, 1, 2, and 4. You're going to stick it right, left, left, right. Okay? Sound good? Yes, Mr. Wilson, it sounds great. Okay, great, class. Let's do this. All right. Measure 2, play it. All right? Using that sticking right there. I'll get out of the way so you can see it. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and play. Again, 2, ready, and. Cool. All right, now let's combine it. First and second measure. Cool. Measures 1 and 2, let's play it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and 4. Try it again. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and 4. All right. Again, if you need to rewind that to make sure that you're getting it, go for it. Now, let's get into the improvised section, okay? Like I said, it's going to be 2 measures of basically whatever you want. It's on the fly, okay? And when I say whatever you want, I should think of people like Sam Gentry, right? Whatever you want does not mean this, and I'm going to play at the beginning, okay? That does not mean play whatever you want, okay? What it means is stay with the beat, okay? Maybe give me some different combinations of quarter notes, 8th notes, 16th notes, okay? The same thing that you see in the first 2 measures. It's combinations of quarter notes, 8th notes, 16th notes. There's 8th rests in the second measure, right? The 1, 2, and 3, or and 4. You get it. So that kind of stuff, okay? So I'm going to play it from the beginning, okay? And then when measure 3 and 4 comes along, I'm going to improvise and do a rhythm that I just come up on the fly. I did not rehearse this. Whatever comes out, okay? So I'm not worried about the repeat. I'm just going to do the 4 measures and call it an excerpt, okay? So from the beginning, I'm going to give you an example, and when I do that, I want you to try your best to give like an example of your own, okay? And then that will probably be it for the lesson for Tuesday, March, 17th, okay? Here we go. From the beginning, just me, and maybe try to like figure out what I'm playing in measure 3 and 4, okay? Beginning, just me. 1, 2, ready, and. So like I said, combination of 16th notes, 8th notes, quarter notes, and I think I had an 8th rest in there, right? So that kind of stuff, okay? And like I said, don't go crazy with it because every year a 6th grader does it. You know, I say, we're going to improvise now. It's like, anything we want? Oh my gosh. And then it just doesn't sound good, okay? So, work on that, okay? Improvise a little bit, and just a lot of drumming. Like, you get better just by goofing off, right? Just trying different things, okay? So I'm interested to hear whenever you come back on April 15th, what kind of stuff that you came up with, okay? So that's the lesson for Tuesday, okay? We went through rhythm charts, we went through rudiments, we went through the book. Tomorrow, expect to be on the bell kit, okay? We're going to try to keep the same kind of system going on. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, bells. Tuesday, Thursday, drum pad. And we'll see you tomorrow, okay?